You walk into a Tesla showroom and look at a Model Y. Depending on the version and country, the price may be around $45,000 to $55,000. It is a large electric crossover containing a massive battery, electric motors, cameras, computers, glass, steel, aluminum, and thousands of individual components. So how much does it actually cost Tesla to build one? How much of the price goes into the battery? And how much eventually becomes profit? Let's follow the money and discover the real cost of a Tesla Model Y. An electric car may seem simpler than a petrol-powered vehicle. There is no traditional engine, exhaust system, fuel tank, or multi-speed gearbox, but simpler does not mean cheap. A Model Y still needs a body, suspension, brakes, wheels, seats, airbags, climate control, displays, cameras, wiring, and thousands of smaller parts. Underneath the passenger compartment is the most expensive individual component, the battery. Tesla does not publicly confirm the exact battery capacity of every Model Y version. Depending on the model and factory, estimates often place the pack between 60 and 80 kilowatt hours. The battery contains thousands of lithium-ion cells, along with cooling systems, electrical connections, control electronics, and a protective structure. Battery prices have fallen dramatically, but a Model Y battery pack could still cost somewhere around $7,000 to $10,000. That is an estimate. The true figure depends on battery chemistry, cell supplier, factory location, and production volume. Some Model Y vehicles use lithium iron phosphate cells, while others use nickel-based chemistries. Each option has different costs and performance characteristics. The battery is expensive, but it is only one part of the vehicle. The body and chassis require large quantities of steel, aluminum, glass, plastic, rubber, and copper. Tesla has worked to reduce the number of separate body components. Large casting machines can produce major sections of the vehicle as a single piece. A conventional car might use dozens of smaller stamped and welded parts in the same area. Large castings can reduce the number of parts, welds, robots, and production steps, but the casting machines are extremely expensive, and large structural sections may be more difficult to repair. Then there are the electric motors and power electronics. A rear-wheel drive Model Y uses one main motor, while an all-wheel drive version uses two. Together with the inverter, reduction gearing, control electronics, and cooling system, the drivetrain may cost several $1,000s. The interior looks simple, but it still contains seats, airbags, speakers, cameras, sensors, wiring, heating, air conditioning, and a large central display. Tesla controls many functions through the touchscreen, reducing the number of physical buttons and switches. But the vehicle still needs powerful computers to manage the battery, motors, safety systems, entertainment, and driver assistance features. Software is unusual. Developing it can cost an enormous amount, but installing another digital copy into a new car costs almost nothing. Tesla can develop software once and distribute updated versions across millions of vehicles. This makes software an important part of the company's value. Now the vehicle has to be assembled. Model Y vehicles are manufactured at Tesla factories in the United States, China, and Germany. Inside these factories, robots and workers cast body sections, weld structures, paint panels, install batteries, fit interiors, and test completed vehicles. Large production volumes allow Tesla to spread the cost of factories, machinery, engineering, and tooling across more cars. Tesla produced more than 1.6 million Model 3 and Model Y vehicles during 2025. However, Tesla reports the two models together, so the exact Model Y production figure is not publicly separated. Once the battery, drivetrain, body, interior, electronics, labor, and factory overhead are combined, an illustrative manufacturing cost for a Model Y might be somewhere around $32,000 to $40,000. This is not an official Tesla figure. The true cost varies depending on the version, battery chemistry, factory, and production year. The finished vehicle still has to reach the customer. It may travel by truck, train, or ship. Tesla must also pay for transportation, delivery centers, warranty repairs, service operations, and customer support. Unlike many traditional manufacturers, Tesla usually sells directly to consumers instead of using independent dealerships. This allows Tesla to retain the portion of the price that might otherwise support a dealer, but Tesla must operate its own website, stores, delivery centers, service network, and support systems. So does the difference between a $35,000 production cost and a $50,000 selling price become pure profit? No. Tesla must still pay for research, engineering, software development, new factories, administration, sales operations, warranties, interest, and taxes. Vehicle prices also change. The same Model Y may be significantly more profitable when sold for $55,000 than when discounted to $45,000. Tesla's company-wide margins include other vehicles and businesses, so they do not reveal the exact profit earned from one Model Y. Software may provide another source of revenue. Customers can pay for connectivity, driver assistance features, or other digital services. If the necessary hardware is already installed, selling software does not require Tesla to build another battery or vehicle body. That can make software revenue attractive, but the software is not free to create. It requires engineers, testing, computing infrastructure, data, maintenance, and continuous updates. So what are you really buying when you purchase a Tesla Model Y? You are buying a large battery, electric motors, a complete vehicle body, computers, cameras, and thousands of individual components. But you're also paying for engineering, software, factory scale, distribution, service, charging access, and brand recognition. A Model Y selling for around $50,000 might cost Tesla somewhere between $32,000 and $40,000 to manufacture. The remaining amount must cover transportation, research, software, warranties, corporate expenses, taxes, and profit. The battery may be the most expensive physical component, but Tesla's greatest advantage may be the system surrounding the vehicle, the factories, the software, the charging network, and the ability to manufacture the same basic vehicle on an enormous scale. A Tesla Model Y is not simply a battery with seats and a touchscreen. It is a mass-produced computer on wheels, built inside one of the most ambitious manufacturing systems in the automotive industry, and that system may be the most valuable part of the car. This is the real cost. Subscribe to discover what the world's most familiar products really cost.